want you to imagine two people. Person A works hard for 10 years, saves money, puts it in a safe place. At the end of 10 years, they have what they saved, nothing more. Person B does the exact same thing. Same income, same effort, same 10 years. But at the end, person B has 3 times what they put in. Same person, same money, completely different result. What did person B know that person A didn't? There is a secret point, a specific moment, where your money stops needing you to grow it and starts growing on its own. Most people never find it. Some people find it too late. And a small number of people find it early, and it changes everything. I'm going to show you exactly what that point is, how to reach it, and the one mistake that keeps 90% of people from ever getting there. Here's the painful truth. Most people treat money like a storage unit. You put it in, you lock it, you come back later, and it's exactly the same. Except now, inflation has quietly eaten a chunk of it. A bag of groceries that cost you 5,000 rupees 3 years ago, today it's 9,000. Your money didn't shrink on paper, but in real life, it bought you less. This is called dead money. It exists, you can see it, but it's not working. Now, here's where people go wrong. They think the solution is just to save more, work harder, earn more, cut expenses. And yes, those things matter. But they're not the secret. The secret isn't how much you save. It's what you do with what you save. Because there are 2 types of money in the world. Dead money, sitting still, slowly losing value. Living money, working, growing, producing more money. The moment your money crosses from dead to living, that's the secret point. And once you understand how that crossing happens, you'll never see money the same way again.
Let me show you this with something simple. Imagine you have a snowball. At first it's tiny. You roll it. It picks up a little snow, then a little more. For a while, it feels like nothing is happening. It's still small. You're still pushing. But then, something changes. The snowball gets heavy enough to pick up more snow with every rotation. It starts moving faster. You're barely pushing anymore. And then, you don't need to push at all. It rolls on its own, and it's getting bigger with every second. That moment when the snowball starts carrying itself, that's the secret point. In money terms, it's called the tipping point of compound growth. Here's how it works in real life. Let's say you invest a certain amount every month into a growing asset, a halal business fund, equity in a profitable company, or real estate that generates returns. In year 1, your returns are small. Maybe you earn 500 on top of what you put in. That feels like nothing. But here's the thing. That 500 doesn't disappear. It stays invested. And now it starts earning too. Year 2, your original amount earns returns. But that 500 from year 1, it earns returns on itself. Year 3, all of that earns again. The growth doesn't add. It multiplies. And at a certain point, the returns you're earning in a single year are bigger than what you put in during that entire year. Your money is now making more money than you are. That is the secret point. That is what changes everything.
Now, I know some of you just heard math and your brain switched off. Stay with me. This is the part that will genuinely change how you think about your life. This is what the growth curve actually looks like. For the first few years, almost nothing. The line is basically flat. This is why most people quit. They try, they invest, they wait, and they see almost no progress. So they pull the money out, or they spend it, or they think this isn't working. That is the most expensive mistake a person can make. Because look what happens if they stay just a few more years. The curve bends. And once it bends, it doesn't slow down. It accelerates. Every year grows faster than the one before. Here's a real example, simplified so you can see it clearly. Say someone puts away a fixed amount every month, consistently, into a growing asset that returns around 10% per year on average. After 5 years, their portfolio has grown, but slowly. The gains are modest. After 10 years, the number looked noticeably bigger. After 15 years, it's more than they'd have saved in 30 years of just putting money aside without growth. After 20 years, the portfolio is generating more in annual returns than the person earns at their job. Year 20 is the secret point. Not because anything magical happened in year 20, but because years 1 through 19 were building toward it, silently, invisibly, compounding. The person who starts at 22 hits that point by 42. The person who starts at 35 hits it by 55. The person who waits until they have more money to start, they're still waiting.
Okay, so now you understand what the secret point is. The question is, how do you get there faster? There are exactly 3 variables that control this. Pull any one of these levers, and you move closer to that tipping point. Lever 1, how early you start. This is the most powerful lever, and also the most painful one to hear if you're starting late. Because time is the only resource that doesn't come back. The earlier you plant the seed, the more seasons it has to grow. A 23-year-old who starts today has an enormous advantage over a 33-year-old who starts today. Even if the 33-year-old is saving more money every month. That's not a punishment. It's just how growth works. If you're young, this is your greatest asset. Don't waste it. If you're not so young, start anyway. The second best time is always right now. Lever 2, how consistently you add to it. A lot of people try to invest in big lumps. They save up for a year, invest it all at once, then touch it again. That works, but it's not as powerful as consistent regular contributions. When you add money regularly, you're feeding the snowball continuously. You're also removing the temptation to spend what you've saved because it's already deployed. Small amounts, consistently, over time, beat large amounts inconsistently every single time. Lever 3, the quality of what your money is invested in. This is where most people make their biggest mistake. They put their money into something safe that barely grows, and they wonder why the secret point never comes. The asset you choose matters enormously. A business that grows 15% a year will get you to the tipping point far faster than something sitting at 2%. Now, and this is important, I'm not telling you to chase risky returns. I'm telling you to be intentional. Choose assets that are actually productive. Real businesses. Equity in companies that make real products and real profits. Real estate that generates real rental income. Not speculation. Not gambling. Ownership of things that genuinely produce value. That's what living money looks like. All 3 levers. Start early. Add consistently. Invest in quality. And the secret point comes sooner than you think.
I've told you what to do. Now, let me tell you what not to do. Because this one mistake destroys more wealth than anything else. It's called interrupting the compounding. Here's what it looks like in real life. You invest for 3 years, life happens. You pull the money out to buy a car. You invest for 2 years, you see a better opportunity. You liquidate and move it. You invest for 5 years, the market dips, you panic, you sell. Every single time you do this, you reset the clock. You destroy what those years built, and you have to start from 0 again. The snowball gets smashed every time. The people who actually reach the secret point, they don't touch it. They keep adding. They ignore the noise. They stay patient through the boring years when nothing seems to be happening. Because they know the curve is bending. They just can't see it yet. Patience isn't passive. Patience in investing is a skill. It's one of the hardest skills you will ever develop. And it is the difference between reaching the secret point and watching other people reach it while you're still waiting for the right time to start.
So let's make this real. Step 1, look at your savings. Is it just sitting there doing nothing? That's dead money. Find it. Step 2, pick one productive asset, not 5. 1, a halal equity fund, a business stake, income-generating property, something that actually works. Research it. Then pick it. Step 3, set a fixed amount every month. It doesn't have to be big. Consistency beats size. Every time. Step 4. Don't touch it. This money has one job now: reaching the secret point. Set that rule and keep it. Step 5. Give it time. Nothing dramatic happens in year 1. You'll feel like it's not working. It is working. Trust the curve. The secret point isn't a mystery. It's not luck. It's not reserved for the wealthy. It's a mathematical reality that is available to anyone who starts, stays consistent, and doesn't quit. The people who never find it aren't unlucky. They just didn't know it existed. Now you do. So the only question left is, when are you going to start?